Chapter 9 Hope. Zion pants heavily as blue protein strengthens his weakening body. He is cut up from head to toe and has been ejected from the crashed vehicle. Zion looks around for Eddie and Terry slowly as he adjusts to the night lighting. Nonetheless, the beast standing before him was nothing that could be ignored. It stands at 9 foot and weighs at least 400 pounds. An orange light radiates off the crown in a frantic fashion as the beast runs around, slamming at the ground. Orange veins change the skin of the athlete into vibrant orange, and he has teeth like a shark.
This one is different, Zion. Don't get close.
Zafson speaks. Him running into the car was a good sign of that, dummy. Zion claps back. The beast punches the ground, causing the entire ground to tremor, cracking and pacing like an explosion. Zion stumbles, but catches himself. However, Terry and Eddie fall hard to the ground near the overturned truck. The tremors cause them to fall from their hiding spots by the tree. Zion notices Terry's crown on the ground and starts to panic.
Don't fret, Zion. The crash broke his crown, but not before it healed his damaged organs. He will be fine. However, this is on you for a minute. I used my power up at the school and need more time to amplify our strength. Hold him off, will you?
How am I supposed to...
Think fast.
Zafson interrupts as a phone booth flies at Zion. Zion sidesteps with godlike reflexes as the booth flies past him like a rocket, skipping against the pavement like stone on water. Zion scoffs as he looks to his opponent.
The brute's crown was damaged. We can't fix it. Bring him to his knees,
Zafson says. A cracked piece of asphalt flies past Zion as he dodges again. Easier said than done, Zion responds. The beast looks to the sky and snarls. The pressure in the air changes, making the hairs on Zion's arms stand up. Just how strong is he? Zion asks.
Quiet. I need to focus. Give me like 5 minutes.
Ah, shit, Zion says as the beast charges Zion at 15 miles per hour. The beast leaps at Zion, but he rolls under it just as it's slammed to the ground. Zion focuses by using his hypersenses that Zafson instilled into him. He autofocuses to his safe that now lies in the middle of the street. Zion makes a run for it, but the beast charges close behind. The crown gives Zion an unmatched confidence as he faces a beast twice his size. The beast goes for a swat at Zion when suddenly the area fills with a bright green light. 2 metallic panels cover Zion's eyes quickly. Zion, get back! Eddie screams. Zion walks backwards quickly, and the panels return back to their slots, allowing Zion to see again. The beast was blindly flailing its body around as Zion walks up to Eddie holding Terry's broken crown. What are you doing, Eddie? Zion asked. Shush, Zion. I know how we can beat him. He can't touch me. Eddie is interrupted by the soldier jumping right next to them, swatting the ground between them, sending them both flying. They crash and roll on the pavement. Zion shot up quickly to direct Eddie to safety, but Eddie speaks up. Have faith in me, bro. He screams as he runs in an opposite direction, tightly gripping the crown. Idiot, Zion yells back. Buy me some time, okay? Eddie shouts. Everybody need to hurry up. The beast charges Zion head on. It slams its mighty arm at Zion with tremendous force. Zion knows he is strong. Zion's body bursts with energy as he channels some of Zafson's inner strength.
That crafty human,
Zafson thinks. For this ability seemed to combine Zion's stamina with Zafson's tremendous DNA in a way that didn't require blue fluid. but Zion's will to protect his own. Zion's pressurized arm repels the beast, sending his arm back up, giving Zion an opening. Zion closes in, but the beast knees him in the chest, sending Zion through a building. Should have known you weren't going to go down easy, Zion says as he hops back to the street, seeming to almost soar. The beast screeches with his head to the sky. What Zion was experiencing was nothing more than the adrenaline he faced in high-stake, near-death situations he always seemed to find himself in. But Aldridge's family and the others watch in awe as Zion seems to illuminate white, and his muscles ripple as if they were rock-hard yet fluid at the same time. Zion leaps over the charging soldier, and in mid-flight grabs the horn of the crown and sends the beast to his back hard as they both fall, causing a crater in the pavement. Dust covers the area. Meanwhile, Eddie has been frantically adjusting the crown and attempts to put it in flight mode. The crown was indeed a ship, and it has the ability to travel faster than light if in space. Eddie bypasses the protocols and tricks it into thinking it is in space. The beast runs at Zion, shaking the earth. Zion's newfound energy disperses off his body through steam, and instantly both Zion's arms enlarge and blue energy radiates off his strong body.
My turn.
Zafson screams. Zion puts his guard up with the huge arms. The beast's slap connects, causing blue energy to emit violently off Zion. The force sends Zion and the beast away from each other. The beast is furious and instantly charges for another smack, but an incomprehensible sound fills the street as Terry's old crown shoots into the beast at 50 times the speed of light. The crown's small size prevents the party from being caught up in the blast, but the speed combined with impact causes the beast to explode along with the crown. The impact rattles the earth as Zion scrambles backwards to avoid the blast's radiation. Chunks of flesh rain down on everyone along with orange fluid. Zion's arms deflate as he runs over to Eddie. "Nice job, Eddie," Zion says. "Told you I could beat him." "Not without me, you couldn't." "I'm like your sidekick," he giggles. "Shut your ass up," Zion responds. "This crown, it tells me how to win," Eddie says slowly. "I'm sure it does more than that. We will learn more and hope." "It's a long drive to Tennessee and we're one car down," Aldridge says as he approaches Zion, supporting Terry. Aldridge's family follows close behind. Tim was obviously shaken up, but happy to see Zion and Eddie won the altercation. "We gotta talk once we get in the new ride. The City of Hope is waiting for us," Tim says. "New ride?" Zion asks. Terry awakens slightly to point at a school bus a few hundred yards away. Eddie happily runs to the bus as Terry's friends help Terry to a seat. Zion looks around the city one last time. "I never thought this is how I'd get out of here," Zion says as he evaluates the broken city. "There's nothing amiss," he says as he walks the street. He sees his dented-up safe that got ejected from the car and grabs it. He puts his hand softly on the cold steel and heads to the bus. Tim drives the bus and everyone but Terry sits up front around him. "We got a long ride with plenty of stops. Make yourselves comfortable," he says. Zion sits quietly with the safe in his lap. "Plenty of time to talk then," Aldridge says as he plops next to Zion. Eddie, who is playing on his phone, sits up quickly to eavesdrop. "You all held your own back there. My family and I were worried about linking back with you guys, but I see y'all are victims too. We want to help you. In no way are we getting across country without some backbone," he says. Zion remains silent. "We will protect you, boss," Eddie replies. They chuckle as they head for the City of Hope. A light snow covers the beautiful city of Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Shoppers and tourists walk the streets at night as Christmas lights glow year-round. It is 5:50 p.m., March 3rd, 2022, hours before the nationwide attack. Carter is a CEO at a fabrics company in New York City. He and his wife plan to get away from the usual scenery to stay at a cabin in Gatlinburg's mountains. His wife grew up here, and the two decided they wanted to conceive a baby in her hometown. The two stare off their balcony together at the shining city.
We should go down there.
Monica speaks up. It looks a little crazy tonight, but we can go if you want to, Carter responds.
Well, I do. Let me get changed.
She heads to the room and Carter comes out on the balcony to put his shoes on. The air feels colder than usual. Carter wears his pricey gray hoodie and sweats since he was never able to escape formal business attire, while Monica wears tight yoga pants with a fluffy sweater to keep warm. The middle-aged couple hop in their rental car and drive down the mountain to the city. The bright city is loud with laughter, and various other conversations can be overheard, some business calls and others more harsh. Carter and Monica proceed through the city, drinking moonshine and buying various candies to feed her sweet tooth. 'Twas a date to remember. As the sky turns darker, Carter realizes he already spent the $1,000 he brought down the mountain with him. Want to go back? Carter asks.
We don't need any more to have fun. Follow me. I want to show you something.
She says. He follows her to a little opening between two buildings. Her petite, athletic body squeezes through with ease as Carter is forced to squeeze his athletic yet robust body through one step at a time. They finally make it through.
This way, Slowpoke.
She says as she climbs up an old rusted ladder. Carter feels around desperately for his hand sanitizer but couldn't find any, so he shrugs it off and climbs anyway. He makes it to the top to see his wife lying down on the rooftop of the building. He lies next to her. Let me guess, favorite spot to hang out as a kid? He asks. She smiles and looks to him.
I'm ready to be a mom, Carter. I used to come here all the time and think about what it would be like to have my own kid. We are in our 30s now, and I think a baby will be the final piece that makes our life together perfect.
Want to do it up here? He asks, hoping she will say no since it was a dirty rooftop. She snickers and kisses him.
Let's go back to the cabin. I want to have plenty of energy.
Carter gulps. The two begin to head to the ladder but notice the sky is illuminated red.
A fireworks show? No way. And we have like the best spot.
Monica shouts. A single crown glowing red shoots through the clouds and crashes hard into a breakfast restaurant nearby. The city grows silent for a moment but quickly fills with loud screams and panic as more crowns break through the thick clouds in the sky.
What is that?
Monica screams. An attack! Run! Carter screams as Monica heads down the ladder first. She quickly descends the ladder as another loud explosion is heard. Carter follows suit and the two sprint to the parking lot where they left their car. Crowns continue to rain down as they run. They see a crown kill a man by crashing into his head. The open skies with no ceiling made it smooth pickings for the crowns. 12 more people met the same fate as the duo near the parked vehicle.
Carter, what the hell is happening?
She asks as crowns pelt buildings nearby. I don't know. Just get in. She hesitates slightly but goes for the door. A crown shoots into the car, causing a small explosion. Heat makes the two back away quickly.
Shit!
She yells. Carter looks around and notices that their cabin is visible through the trees, since he forgot to turn the porch light off. Through the trees, fast! We need to get back to the cabin for now. He runs towards the tree, with her close behind. The crown in the burning car emerges and stretches its legs before heading towards the crowd of people. Sticks and branches smack against the two as they book it up the hill. They even see a bear, but before they can get scared, they just make eye contact and it runs away from the burning city. They continue the long trek upwards, 2 miles from the city now. Both of them are extremely exhausted. Monica shrieks as a nearby tree collapses from a crown, rattling the earth. Carter tries to comfort her, but hears scraping against wood as a crown descends a tree in front of them. Carter quickly steps in front of Monica.
Carter!
She screams. The Crown seems to quickly evaluate the candidates before making the choice to charge after Carter. Humans simply cannot outrun an undamaged Crown. The Crown mounts him as Monica desperately tries to keep it off by throwing rocks and kicking it vigorously. She tearfully pants as Carter lays unconscious. The city's cries seem to fade as Monica drags her wounded husband for another mile before making it to the porch. He won't awake, however. Monica doesn't lose hope for 3 days as her husband rests, even boarding up the windows and doors to keep light from escaping. On the fourth night, Carter awakes to a radio going off and Monica staring right at him.
Babe, you're awake.
She yells as she forces a hug. Carter remembered the night exactly as it happened, but the entire time he was unconscious, he felt like he was in a dark cave. He remained silent for a while, managing to hear about a nearby city of hope over the radio. Within, Carter was very scared, but a newfound confidence came over his face as he remembers his vacation's goal. We are going to that city they are talking about. Everything will be fine, baby, he says as he wipes a tear from her cheek. He raises up as if he didn't have a new 50-pound attachment. Monica is obviously confused at this. Let's still get you pregnant, honey. She gasps, but then blushes. We mustn't lose hope. I may get a huge settlement off this. She chuckles as the two forget about the night they had through intimate sex, the hope broadcast echoing in the background.